something new. See if this works. And we're on TikTok. And wait and see if we've made it live to YouTube. I don't know. Find out in a minute. See that we're live, but I'm not sure if we really are. Oh yeah, all right. So we're streaming vertically there. Right on, right on. So let me get into TikTok's live center. Donnie, that is me. It's time for some playoffs. Wallen fan. I haven't played for a minute, so it's probably going to be a quick run. But yeah, how are you, champion? What you been up to? Good to see you. Weird. I'm in gameplay, and my capture card is stuck. So let me unplug and replug that and see if that makes a difference. I got the audio fixed, and now the visual is messed up on the capture card. So I didn't realize it till I started navigating around. The scene isn't moving. So yeah, almost ready to stream. So we're plugging back in, and we'll see if we grab that image. Let me close the capture card, open it back up. That is not correct. Shoot. May need to restart stream. Not really sure what else to do here. Want to refresh the capture card. So let me see if that helps. That is the wrong one. All right. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. And we still got audio, I think. All right, so disaster averted for now. Let's get after it. Sorry that you've been sick, bud. Let me join everybody in chat now that I've done the troubleshooting. Apparently, I see Dunk Supremes in the house. How are you doing, Dunk? Good to see you, as always. Anybody scrolling through, please be sure to follow, like, and share. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. What's up, bud? Yeah, I've been around. Are you back on the night crew? Why are you back on the night crew? Change of work schedule or something, buddy? Are you ready for the show, or are you not excited for the show this year? I am not particularly enthused, but I'll play it anyways. That's how I'm looking at it. Side, good to see you in the TikTok chat. Staying up all night again is Wallen fan. Up all night with Donnie Elfrey. But yeah, good to see Stoff. Stoff, are you still playing, what is it, Pokemon Violet and all those? No, I'm sorry, bud. That's messed up. PS5 Gaming, great to see you. Hope you're having a great night. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Sure, got my mic muted. Let's do it right now. Now, you weren't at Best Buy any longer, were you, Stahl? Because I know you were there for a while. Glizzy, good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Gio, same to you. Everybody that's scrolling through, please be sure to follow, like, and share if you're on TikTok. Meeting with the lawyer tomorrow. See if you have a wrongful termination case. Hopefully you get some Buku bucks. Excuse me. Noah, how are you tonight? Great to see you. I feel like I knew you were with AT&T, but I forgot, Stahl. So I'm sorry that you're going through all that. Sounds like a lot of stress and a lot of hassle too, having to deal with lawyers and what have you. But hopefully in the end it'll all be worth your time. He was trying to get back there with the defensive lineman. We'll get to that one. Naka, hope you're doing well. Jay Boogie, good to see you. Brennan, BTC, user 80, Joey, Mark, and somebody be sure to follow. There's a surprise for you if and when you do here on my TikTok streams. We'll throw that one on the run. It is a dashing Deadeye, and we got the completion. Carter, how's Carter? That dude, Julio. What's up, everybody? Great to see you guys. Get the okey doke on it, and then we fumble. Luckily, Rice is following the play. We'll get the recovery on that. See how tired he is. Um, so yeah, what's everybody's day been like? You can tell Stoff's been going through a lot. Everybody else, please feel free to share. Diego, Michael, Lorenzo, I see all of you cool cats. Could be worse. Don't want to get the lawyers involved, F around. Now they're going to find out. Indeed. Yeah, no, they brought it on themselves, man. Particularly if you didn't do what they're accusing me of. Go Hawks. Exactly, Todd. What's up, Todd? How's your day going? What do you think about all the cuts, Todd? Brian Monet got released today. We got Christian Okoye fumbling. This guy forced 2 fumbles, and I had just a smooth drive going, and then it gets recovered there. So I got to give him credit for knocking it free, but man, that is annoying when we're having a good drive. Todd, if you're not a follower, please be sure to follow, like, and share. Everybody do the same. Jump in here and chat with us like Todd's doing. I don't think so. I'm probably just here for like 2 hours, Nate. Although I don't know. Maybe. I don't want to tease you with a maybe. It's definitely not my intention to play squads, but you never know. Asked for it a couple days ago. Hey, I gotta ask every time. I can't remember always if you guys are followers or not, but it's good to see you back in chat. Thanks for being here. And tell them how easy it is to become a follower, Todd. You gotta get some other cats going forward as well. Gotta get these lights popping. I got new lights behind me. Nobody's noticed it yet. I'm disappointed. Son, I am disappointed. All right, that one's off the mark. It's going good. What's up, Dalton? Great to see you. Dalton, are you watching YouTube on vertical? Because I've heard it's better that way, so that's why we're streaming that way tonight. So hopefully that'll give us some more discoverability. What's my personal opinion on the lime greens? I love the lime greens. I know some people can't stand them, but yeah, I am a fan. Green and blue are like my favorite colors anyways, so no problem for me. I thought you stepped out of bounds. You got the first down. Basically what happened, filed a complaint against your store management. They suspended you and fired you for it. That doesn't sound right. Said your email was too aggressive and discriminatory towards her. Accused you of not accepting her pronouns. Never made a comment about it. Says Stoff. Oh, I'm on Ross St. Brown, and he's going to Browntown. He's gone. Dang it. What's up, Spencer? Good to see you. Not what we wanted, but it's what we got. So Stoff is saying she lied to HR for being bad about her job. Was it your direct supervisor, Stoff? You like the Wolf Grey? The Wolf Greys are cool. Yeah, I don't have an issue with them. Definitely more of a fan of the green, but yeah, the Wolf Grey's nice. Yeah, that's a big deal, right? I mean, it's one thing if she was like in a different department and you guys weren't interacting daily, but if she's fabricating stuff to HR, she should be the one that gets fired, and they should bring you back with some compensation. Justin, thanks for the likes. We need the follows, likes, and shares. It's always tough to get that first person to follow, and then if they do, right, then sometimes the follow train gets going. We are over 10,000, but we want to solidify ourselves well over 10,000 here on TikTok. Watch it, whatever platform. No, Dalton, we're not going to do that. Dalton, that is not what we're doing around these parts. In fact, Dalton, we got to give you a little cool down for being too silly. Hate to do it, Dalton, but how about 5 minutes? Come back, don't say anything sus, or it'll have to be permanent. We don't want to be too strict, but we will be. So let's see. We should take the center from Oregon or one of the brothers in the first round. Bo or Michael. Yeah, I don't know, bud. I really feel like we need a lot of players. I'm more in favor of getting additional draft choices than I am picking that one. I mean, he was in the other chat. He was telling me to suck my thumb, which I mean, it's kind of funny. It's not that sus, but it was sus enough, bud. So I had to give him a timeout. How's your day going, Matthew? Yeah, thanks for being here. So saved all your emails. Smart on you to do that. See what the lawyer says. Parents said it should be an easy case. Do your parents have a background in law? I honestly don't know. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. Like one of your parents might be a lawyer or a paralegal or something. Edge rusher from UCLA. I think we need somebody that can clog the middle, particularly if we're not able to bring back Williams, which I'm concerned about. And then I think Seattle could use some help At linebacker, Jordan Brooks is a free agent, Bobby Wagner is a free agent, and then we're going to need some help at safety. We moved on from Diggs and Jamal Adams, so it just leaves Love back there. Maybe Jarek Reed becomes a starter, and maybe Kobe Bryant gets a shot at some of that. That's your buddy over in the other chat? No, you're messing with me, Matthew. They have HR experience. Okay, yeah, so that's cool. They're in the right field then. Yeah, I hope it's a slam dunk deal, man. They just pay you out, and then you're just chilling for a bit. Staffy, yeah, I like it. You know what? I just knew it was you immediately from the Stoff part, and I didn't even focus in on it. But yeah, I like Staffy. Are you going to be streaming the new game? Nate, how are you? Noah, how are you? Wallen, I know you're sick, but hopefully we're entertaining you, Wallen, while you're on the road to recovery. Let's see if we can get out the side door here with Rice, and we do get the touchdown. Not even buying it this year. I don't blame you guys for not buying it. Yeah, I have it in the title on this platform, and if it wasn't for streaming, I don't think I would jump on the show this year either. We've got 1 new follower so far. I hope you guys all do the same. Dude, the packs from today's stream, I didn't get mine yet either so far. Lucas, thank you so much for jumping in as our latest follower. Lucas, something should have happened, and it's like it's lagging. I think it was Stickfinity's fault. Lucas, I got a surprise for you. Keep your eyes on my walls. All right, here it comes, Lucas. Flashing lights for Lucas, and then we hope everybody else will follow. I got new crawling ant lights behind me, but I guess those didn't impress you guys. So your cousin's asking you that question. This guy's up on an onside. Can we pooch kick it? Can we screw the pooch, metaphorically speaking, and recover this one? I didn't kick it deep enough. It's Rich Eisen on the recovery. Can't afford to spend $2,000 on packs again for stuff. Last 3 years, you've done collections day 1 and stopped playing before All-Star break. Yeah, it's definitely probably hasn't been worth your investment into the game, unfortunately. And I know you love the game. I know you're great at it when you have time to play it too. But if you're getting burnt out on what they're doing, I don't blame you for taking a break from it. All right, so everybody, please be sure to follow, like, and share if you're on TikTok. We don't want to have to restart the TikTok stream, but occasionally we do. Excuse me. We're looking to push for that for-year page, and I hope you're all having a great day. Bama's in the house. What's up, Bama? How's it rolling tide-wise? Oh, T-I-O. What's up? Is it Tio, like Uncle Tio? Like the Spanish term for Tio? Or is it an abbreviation? Because it's in uppercase, so I'm not certain how you're going about that. Such a wild phrase. Who on earth was like, screw the pooch on this one? Normal thing. I've gotten to where I say more stuff that's sus, but it's still just where the adults should get the joke, Stoffy. Go Hawks. Exactly, Lucas. Who's your favorite Seahawk of all time, and who's your favorite Seahawk on the current roster? Nice diving catch. Yeah, we need everybody to be like Lucas and Tio to follow, please. Nate's up for squads. I'm not here for a long time, so I don't really want to get everybody dialed in for squads. This weekend, though, yeah. If Nate wants to play with me. Nate carried me to a Super Bowl the other day, and then the Super Bowl didn't credit. It was very frustrating. All right, so lights going around the subscriber wall. Win, L, somewhere in between. He keeps finding that route to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Let me save some time. Yeah, I gotta find something to slow that down. I probably need to put the free safety on man. Such a normalized phrase. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is a pretty sus phrase. Oh, speaking of pooches. First, Clifford's good. How's Griffey doing? Yeah, there he is. There's Griffey. Little cutie dog. Alright, TikTok buddies, we've only had 2 followers so far. We gotta pick the followers up. We're trying to fill up that goal over my head if you're on TikTok. Please be sure to follow, like, and share. Joe, Forever73, Abbott, Delaney, Zach, Spanky. Hey, Spanky's a great name. Jacob, Bazooka Jaw, stop scrolling. Hang out with us. We don't want to lose you guys. He got kicked out of doggy daycare? What was he doing? It's going good, Forever 73. How's your day been? How'd I get those jerseys? They're in the experience point path, Isaac. Hey, what's good, 12s? Yeah, how are you doing, Emerald? Good to have you in chat. Hey, what's up, Lewis? How's your day been? Night's going better after you tell them that we're live. So you just get it from getting enough experience points. And then you have a choice pack that has different jerseys you can select. Decided to bite his trainer. She tried to pick him up, even though it's in his file not to pick him up. Man, that's messed up, Stoff. Got boss messing with you. Trainers messing with Griffey. Better things are right around the corner. But yeah, I hope you're doing great, Lewis. Do you prefer lives that are vertical versus horizontal there? Because tonight's my first time trying a vertical. So hopefully that'll be popular. Dang, I should use my timeout prior to letting a lot of clock run down on that game. Need something that gets out of bounds. I'm going to see, what are the Madden suggestions? They all look kind of bad. We'll try this levels out thing. Looking for pits, really. Just try to get out of bounds. Let's see. Ooh, almost tip drilled it away from me. But yeah, TikTok friends, please be sure to follow, like, and share. I am thinking if it doesn't pop here, maybe we should do a restart on the stream. But yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys. Who is my favorite coming back quarterback coming out of college this year? I don't know that I have a favorite this year. I know that sounds like a cop-out, but I don't watch a lot of college football. The guys that I've seen, I'm not convinced in any of them, to be perfectly honest. I've seen Caleb Williams play a decent amount because he was with the Sooners, and every time I've watched him, I thought he's looked middling. I feel the same way about Spencer Rattler, who also transferred out of Oklahoma. Didn't really watch the guy for LSU. I know he's, you know, the Heisman Trophy winner, and people are raving about him. I can't get the timeout. Clock expired before we get the field goal unit out there. Penix looks cool to me, but I don't think I want to see the Seahawks use their 16th overall pick on him. Miss Pete Carroll as the head coach. Got a lot of young talent. Pros and cons on losing Pete. Yeah, I definitely miss Pete as well. Loved Pete Carroll. Seeing New Lady, got the 4-year-old son. Pretty much your best friend now. Very cool. Playing Madden squads with friend Archie Manning. Yes. Is it Archie Manning? No, it's it's Arch Manning, right? I think his name's Arch. Archie was the grandfather of Arch, and the father of Peyton and Eli. But yeah, he's not going to be in NCAA. I got a feeling he wanted more money than they were offering up. Is at least my guess on that whole deal. All right, so it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. I gotta get him. Hey, Gian Miller, thank you very much for the follow. How are you, and how has your day been so far? Man, I put him on man coverage. It didn't help out. I'm trying to be like my guy Nate Tape. Nate's always got all the stuff going on here. He's got an open route elsewhere. This guy's making some good reads. This is my playoff game. It's not his, but shoot. Not what we wanted. He was able to get a first. My first drive was a fumble. Otherwise, I've moved the ball well against him. But here I am, about to fall way behind the 8 ball. We'll be down 2 touchdowns. You want him, but you guys won't draft him. Gonna sign Russ as stuff. I saw his 73 overall and said nah. So let's see. Personally, you think the Seahawks are going to be really good this season? We need to draft a quarterback. I don't think we're necessarily going to be good this year. My feeling is with the cuts is that they're biting the bullet a little bit this year in the first year for McDonald. Let him get his system and his terminologies installed. Make sure his assistants are right. And maybe it's a regression season. Maybe it's a year that they break out and contend. There's a lot of good young players that are under contract, such as Charles Cross and those types of guys that are still very cheap. But I don't know. I don't know that it's a go for it season at least. I feel like they're paying the piper right now with all these cuts, like Brian Monet today. Backwoods, thank you for the 3 GGs in the TikTok chat. And we got the lights flashing in front of me. Just, you guys can tell me W or L. Do you like the crawling ant lights behind me or no? Because I was pretty excited to get those installed. I don't know how to pronounce your name. It looks like it might be Russian caricatures, but thanks for following. I hope you're having a great day. Let's see, the receiver core is pretty good. Yes, the receiver core is good, and I think it's good even if we have to move on from Tyler Lockett. And I think Lockett's another discussion about do they want to save some cap room regarding Tyler. Hey, what's up, Luca? Thanks for the follow on TikTok. How are you? And how's your day been thus far, Luca? I need a lot to go my way here if I'm going to pull this game back. Yeah, I mean, we were 9-8 last 2 seasons, and I don't think that McDonald's necessarily a bad hire for the modern NFL to try to slow down these Uber offenses. I think the thing is just like it's going to be learning curve for everybody, and they did bring in Leslie Frazier, who I think is a nice veteran guy. You know, he's been a head coach and that sort of thing in the past to help him along with the process, but still. You know, you go from having a lot of continuity with Pete that's been there. Pete was there for like 14 years or something. So Edgerrin James sneaks in, and can I get a stop along the way in this game? We got 6 new followers. Please keep them coming. We are trying to hit 20 on TikTok. We are also pressing for the TikTok creator program. We got the 10,000 followers. We need to get the 100,000 views. So when you guys see me pop up on your feed, please check out the videos too. Been uploading like 4 times a day, so we've been getting some really good progress views wise there. Sometimes the change is all it takes to get over the hill. Yeah, I mean, last year I was expecting them to take a little leap forward, and then we matched again at 9-8. So we'll have to see. And of course, your Packers went through it. McCarthy, he'd won a Super Bowl, and he was a perennial playoff guy, but now they've gone on to LaFleur, and LaFleur looks really good. Thanks very much for 73. Yeah, it's a big milestone, particularly when you're talking about how everything works in the TikTok world, because there are a few programs that start at 10,000 followers. So I'm thrilled to be there, and just hope to keep moving forward. So it seems like we've got a little bit more discoverability on YouTube tonight, since we're streaming horizontally there instead of in long form, which is what I've usually done. So we'll see if that's a better move long term. We had a couple chatters. First one I had us in on a timeout though, because he was saying some weird stuff. But I mean, that's streaming for you. You're going to get some great folks that you encounter, and some that are on the other side of that. So I think he's just looking to run and pound this game away. Got that Rich Eisen card. We're going to force a fumble here. Hey, what's up, Lorenzo? How's your day been? Thanks for popping in on the chat. Noah Mandel, what's up, Noah? Got the wrench of power. Here's Noah. The quarterback keeper, and we upended Jordan Love on that one. Lorenzo, thanks for the likes. Gavin, hey, what's going on? Great to see you. How has your night been thus far? Yeah, he's got the out-breaking route, and that'll work out for him on a chance to try to get that ball back. Let's see if we dial up some pressure and can get a mistake. JSN, yeah, that new JSN card looks like it could be very slick. Noah, you're a legend, dude. Thanks for helping out in all 3 chats. You love Tomlin, but as much as you love him, how great he's been, his game isn't today's NFL. Defense no longer wins championships the way it used to. Still helps a lot. Offensive-minded coaches have been much more successful over the last decade. That's very true. Yeah, I know there was some rumblings about Tomlin might be done after this season. And, of course, that ended up not being the case regarding Tomlin. But going to be interesting to see what happens. You know, if this year's sort of a middling year there for your Steelers. But Yeah, my opponent's pretty much got this game, unfortunately. I mean, I can hold him to a field goal, but then I got to get an onside recovery and stuff. That early game fumble and what's been a fairly even matched game has really boned me, unfortunately for me. Was down on the goal line. He was able to get the stop and pull the ball away. He forced 2 fumbles on my opening drive, but he recovered the second. Hey, Chris, thanks for following. You got the lights flashing behind me. It looks like a stop sign. Those are flashing. And then there's lights flashing in front as well. So thanks for flashing the lights, Chris. Who's your favorite NFL team? And who's your favorite player in the NFL? Space with the run option. Boy, I was trying to click in and punch R1 and knock that free. Was hoping to get that animation. I see no reason for him not to take the field goal and make it a 2-possession game, and then I just need a miracle from there. So let's see, he needs to adapt, find someone who can turn the weapons into actual weapons. No reason George Pickens shouldn't be racking up 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns. So what do you think about the quarterback situation? You mentioned Wilson. Staffy, do you want Russ? Do you want somebody else? I feel like Russ isn't a bad fit. He had a decent year for Denver, just he got memed to death after that first season. And of course he had all the falling out with Sean Payton. They wanted him to waive his injury clause and that type of thing. But I think Russ can still produce in the right offense. You know, you need to roll some bootlegs out, play action, and let him throw the deep ball, because that's what he does well. And you know, somebody's got to have a little bit of control over Russ too. You can't let his ego get in the way where he's not running, you know, what he should be running and taking checkdowns and stuff, which has happened over the years regarding Wilson. So if we're going to pull the comeback, this is kind of what we needed. We'll get a one-play touchdown, Edger and James to the end zone, and now can we get it on a recovery? AP, you're not even a follower, are you? Dude, send me a galaxy before you're trying to get $200 from me. Come on, AP. Really wanted Penix. Oh, that's right. You did say you wanted Penix. Yeah, I'm curious how Penix is going to go at the next level. He's an older rookie. He's had multiple surgeries. But, yeah, he could be decent. I feel like he can sling it really well if he has the time. There's a lot of Seahawk fans that want him because, you know, local boy makes good story. I'm not sure if that's a good reason to take him at 16 overall. But, yeah, we have the offensive coordinator over from Washington, so maybe it'll work out. Perfect world. Josh Allen suits up for us. Hey, can't blame you. All right, so opponents going to victory formation. Good game to them. That early fumble ended up being super costly. I didn't really have answers defensively. I was trying to take away some of their money routes, but he made good reads after that. So, Stoff, if you would like to update your command since you switched up the name, please go for it. Then we got our buddy Nate in the house. We got Noah in the house. And, yeah, we're just rolling over on all 3 platforms as we do. Friends of the TikTok, do you think we should keep it going and see where it goes, or do you think we should reset? We're 1 game in, 7 followers in. We like to, you know, get as many followers as possible. I just don't know if you guys think it's running on the dead side or what we should do. Hey, what's up, Jacob? How's your day been? On mobile, fix it when you're on your PC. 100%. What's up, Bella? Bella, I'm not as artistic as you are, but I got some similar lights like you have. I just don't have them shaped like a heart like Bella does on her stream. But yeah, great to see you. What's new up in Canada? All right, 1 game in. Playoffs come to an end, unfortunately for me. You know, it's like a blessing and a curse to stop your stream when you make the playoffs, because then you come back the next stream and you may not be playing sharp because you haven't played a game yet. And, you know, I can make all the excuses I want, but my opponent forced a fumble and got it going. I used all the timeouts, Dreaming Cow. What are you dreaming about there, Dreaming Cow? Just lost a 5-game win streak. Oh, I'm sorry, 74, but congratulations on winning 5 in a row. How's your day going? But yeah, Cow, 74, 29, 16, 085. Please be sure to follow. Really good day at work? Tell me about work. Chilling at work right now for Canadian Bella. How the heck's work going? Are the youth treating you with all the respect you deserve and hopefully having a nice relaxing night? Heads in the clouds. It's all good, Dreaming Cow. I'm glad you're here. I'm trying to think of a good cow joke, but they're all just missing. When my kids ask for chocolate milk, I'm like, hey, the chocolate cow has to come drop it off. They don't like that. They don't like that dad humor when I throw that one at them. Reason the NFL won't expand to Canada because the CFL has an agreement. They can't expand till the CFL fails, which hasn't happened in 150 years. No, I never heard that before. Lucas, bud, it's great connecting with you. We hate to see you go. We love to watch you walk away, just to be a little sus. But Lucas, on your way out, please click my profile. My link tree is right there. And you can come on into the Discord server and we can talk about NFL, we talk about Madden, everything all the time, and all the other platforms are there as well. So we'd love to have you stick around in the community. Great meeting a fellow Seahawks supporter. And let's see. Did I like the Warrior win tonight? I did like how they won tonight. It was a nice bounce back considering how terrible they looked in Boston on Sunday. They were all sleeping. So far, so good for Bella. We got Austin and 74 just followed. Thank you guys for flashing the lights in my office, and I do appreciate it. We're not really pushing any particular follower goal, but we're trying to just go well beyond 10,000. Your girl left. She's going around telling people that you cheated on her. Dreaming Cow, were you doing anything sus? Were you sliding into DMs? Were you flirting when you shouldn't have been? Or is she just slandering you? Because that's kind of messed up, if that's the case. Now, if you brought it on yourself, I mean, lesson learned, right? You're hoping that I'm moorific. I am now that you gave me that cow pun. Used to own an RV lot. Sometimes they're a pain to wash and clean, but everything... Oh, you own a used RV lot. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Jacob, tell me more about it. I worked in auto sales. I worked at a Chevrolet Cadillac dealership for years. And there is an RV place not far from my house. And I've kind of thought about, like, if I wanted to get back into the sales grind, that it might be fun to do RVs. Because I think you can do pretty well commission-wise as an RV salesperson. But I'm pretty happy with the freedom of being a content creator and a stay-at-home dad for now. But maybe someday. Austin, thank you again for following. Main loyal and block everybody for. Dude, that's messed up. Sometimes you do all the right things and you get rewarded with somebody that doesn't give you the love and respect that you deserve. But there's somebody around the corner for you, Dreaming Cow, that is going to appreciate you for all the cow jokes and just being an awesome person. Sorry that she ended up being that way. I would assume if you guys are younger, sometimes people just have to mature a bit, and she may not necessarily be a bad person, but she may have some warped relationship values and issues and things. Just from my old man chair here as somebody that's well into his 40s. Kind of slow right now. Things have been picking up. Plan on expanding soon. Is there more, Jake, if you don't mind me asking, you may not want to get into a bunch of inside RV discussion, but is there more money to be made in used RVs than new RVs? Because on used cars, there can be a ton of profit because you might take one in on trade and the buyer has no idea how much you're into the vehicle for as a dealership. So sometimes you sell a used car, and you might be, well, just for simple math, you might sell it for $20,000 off your used lot. You might have $10,000 profit in it, type of thing. With new vehicles, there's usually not that much profit. And there's exceptions. I mean, if it's like a really high-end Corvette or Escalade and it's all tricked out and they have all the upgrades there, then I don't know, a Chevy Trailblazer or something. No Limit Cam, thanks for hitting the follow button, Cam. How are you? You moved on from her, won't let her bring you down. Exactly, bud. And I always encourage everybody when I have younger people come in, shoot your shot. You find somebody else that you like, ask them out. Worst thing that happens is they say no, and if you're in an unhappy relationship or something, why waste your time in it? For those of you that are on the younger side. And you may go through a few folks that you liked, and it just doesn't work out for one reason or another. But um, yeah, you all deserve to be treated for the nice young people that you are, and have somebody that respects that. And sometimes, it's possible for us to make the mistakes in relationships too, and hopefully we learn from it. Older RVs 100% sell faster than the newer unit, says Jacob. Noah saying it was very interesting. It's always interesting when Noah's in chat. Noah's got a lot of cool stuff to share with us. Lights are flashing for No Limit Cam. Cam, thank you for jumping in as our latest follower. We've made it to double digits. Sometimes we make it to triple digits on these streams. So if you guys like what you're seeing, I know I say it a lot, but please follow, like, and share. Likes and shares can drive for your page traffic on TikTok. And, so can subscribing. Like Forever just did. Thanks, Forever. We're going to write your name down over here on all these lights on the poster board. And so can sending gifts. But I know that's not a possibility for everybody. So if you like the content, yeah, just like it and share it. That helps a great deal. Forever, I'm thrilled that you're a subscriber. You do have priority to any games that we play multiplayer. You should have access to 25 emotes now. You have the unicorn next to your name there in the TikTok chat. And yeah, you're in the Discord. I just need to update your Discord role now to have subscriber access, because I post some pictures of the family and stuff in there, and that can be beneficial for folks. Going to drop the follow. Appreciate the kind words. God bless. Hey, thanks, Jacob. Yeah, I hope everything's going really well with the sales. I know you said it's been a little slow, but yeah, I hope it picks up for you. I know it can be frustrating from my experience, and of course, it's not apples to apples that we're comparing. It's a little apples and oranges, jumping from automobiles to RVs. But I remember having general managers that would be super stressed out if a prospect left the lot and you didn't get the sell, and having ownership come in. And our dealership had 2 stories on it. The older man who founded the dealership was great, really mellow, but his son, he put his son as a general manager. And I mean, nepotism tends to run in businesses, so it just is what it is. But he would be up there at times watching everything. So if anything happened wrong on the dealership floor, he would chew out the GM, and then the GM would call us into the sales desk. And I mean, you just felt like you were getting, I don't know, you were getting brought up on manslaughter charges over, trying to sell a vehicle or something. So I hope it's not that stressful for you. I know you said you own the dealership, so hopefully it's all good, and you have a lot of folks that are doing their job and doing the work for you correctly. If you do have salesmen, they're on the lot. Any thoughts on the Mariners' chances this season? I felt like the Mariners kind of had a down season where I thought they were going to jump back and be more competitive than they were last year. I am an athletics fan, so I'm usually semi-dialed into the American League West at least. But yeah, I don't know. They looked really good to me the year prior, and I thought they were going to take that leap and push for 100 wins and stuff. So I don't know if it's a managerial thing or just, sometimes baseball's that way. You don't quite fulfill everything. Thanks, Carne. I'm glad somebody's commented on the lights. I've been fishing for compliments on them pretty much the whole stream. So we'll get to Doug Williams, and here we go. Lucas has sent 296 likes. Just join the Discord server. Have a wonderful night. Buddy, thanks so much for jumping in Discord, man. Let me update your role so you are able to access the Madden channel and all the good stuff in there. And let me wave at you, too. Looks like you got Devon Witherspoon as your profile picture. That's a win profile picture. So yeah, let me run down the perks of being a subscriber on all the platforms. How about that? So if you subscribe there on TikTok, you get 25 emotes, subscriber badge next to your name, priority access to any games that we play. So if we're playing Madden squads, subscribers jump the line, and yeah, access to the Discord server. Fantastic duo with the raid. If you subscribe on the Purple app, the subscriber badges have a tracker. It's like month 1, month 2, and they progress forward. There's numerous emotes over there, including some animated emotes, and the same thing with access to the games and access to the Discord server subscriber section. Don't want to push your beliefs or religion, but your faith helps you with any type of stress. That's very cool, Jacob. What's up, official? How's your day going? I'm gonna get Fantastic shouted out here in just a moment. If anybody wants to type out his command, well, I got you guys beat now. Now my hands are free. But yeah, Fantastic. I hope you had a great stream. Nice win for our Warriors here. Keep fishing, pal. I heard you talking about it earlier and had to take the chances. Carde, we got 92 with the heart. Thanks for the follow. 92, and let's see if we can get off the field. This guy converted 1 4th down on me. We're not trying to allow another one, but it might happen. It's happened in the past. Oh, we got it with Ray Lewis. No way. Come on. Doug Williams going to bring down Ray Lewis? I don't think so. We will use his offensive lineman as a blocker, a speed ramp, a speed bump, and it's a pick 6 for Ray Lewis. How about that? What's up, Key Glitching? How's your day been? So anybody that's in the Twitch stream, yeah, please be sure to follow Fantastic. Awesome guy. There's all his links. He creates content on TikTok and YouTube and all the places that you are. Big sports guy, Asian Warrior fan, so love that. And he also likes Michigan, the Niners, and the Broncos when it comes to NFL and college football. NHL trade deadline is Friday. Let's break down the Sharks, guys. What are the Sharks doing this deadline? How do you think we switch the ball? So I'm on PlayStation, and I'm spamming R1. Of course, it would be RB if you're on Xbox. And what it's supposed to do when you're ball switching is it reduces the stamina burn. So if you're not going through your stamina as quickly, you're essentially running further, longer, and faster. So that's my understanding, and that's why I do it, particularly if I get to the outside. Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen with Estridge. Interesting player. I feel like we only took him to make Russell Wilson happy when we did not sign Antonio Brown, whatever year that was. And when Eskridge has the ball in his hands, you can see that he's explosive, but he's never healthy. And I think he had a domestic violence case brought up against him. So, innocent until proven guilty. But if he's beating up women, then yeah, I don't want to root for him. Obviously those things are more important than sports. So yeah, I don't know what'll happen with him. And then Ballore, yeah, Ballore's a versatile guy. I know people love, or I shouldn't say love, but some people do. They love the Between Two Ballores podcasting that he has. But yeah, I think we'd be okay without him, particularly if there's a big cap savings. Probably can find some, 6th, 7th round rookie out there. Yeah, I know we could have took Humphrey. Boy, Seahawks fans get irritated that we didn't get Humphrey in that draft. Hey, thanks for thinking about me, buddy. I'm glad the Warriors got a win for us. And that Armadillo Sydney Opera House thing, fantastic. Sometime when I get a chance to chat your ear off about it, it just looks absolutely ridiculous. And I don't think they're actually going to get their stadium built at that location on 9 acres. I'm a little bit resigned to Major League Baseball may just drag them over the hump into a new stadium, but it's just a clown show with the A's ownership right now. But thank you for thinking about me, and welcome in everybody that is tuning in from the Fantastic Duo Raid. Now I'll get caught up on chat here in a moment. We got dueling chats. What a throw. I thought there wasn't going to be a window there. Blower, more of a locker room guy than anything. You like the video board? There are so much AI renderings. You don't believe those renderings are even real. Dude, there's not even a bullpen or foul poles, and yeah, that thing looked like it was just they asked the AI to make it, and then they maybe took it into Photoshop and went from there. PokeCatch, yeah. So there's a Pokemon community game that you can play, and it works on any stream that has the game running in it. If you look in my panels, or if you're on mobile, there's like a little Pokeball icon. You'll have a Pokédex and all kinds of fun stuff that you can do and build and collect with the Pokemon community game. Yes, Trace Jackson Davis was going nuts in that game. I was surprised that he got him got Giannis on back-to-back shot attempts, and then went down the other side and threw down that dunk on the alley-oop. Had me pretty hyped up when Trace did that. Welcome in, Aftershocks. Thank you for following. And Bama's letting you guys know to follow on TikTok, so please do so. Totally dozed off for Stoffy. Stoffy's trying to get back to being a late-night legend. But, yeah, he may not be up all night. Plus, he's further east than I am. But not looking good. Not a lot of interest for the Sharks. Duclair has been playing very well lately. That's the only guy that Carne believes has a little buzz around him. What uniforms would I want the Seahawks to have? I like them to wear the retro uniforms. I think the modern-day ones are nice. There is discussion amongst Seattle fans that they may be changing uniforms. I saw Carmichael. I shouldn't have thrown that. Thought I could fit it in, that he was in too deep, but man, Carmichael's still super relevant. Yeah, I got to get these zones a little bit better. He's going to keep throwing those out-breaking routes on me. Am I doing one-on-one? No, that I am not. Never do, for that matter. She loved me. We'd love you to stick around, follow, become a fan of the stream, but I don't want to lead you around saying, oh yeah, we're going to do this, and then, yeah, we don't do it. But fantastic, pleasant dreams. Thanks for chatting with us, and thanks for thinking about us. Johnny, thanks for following. How's Johnny doing? Oh, Dark Specta's in the house. What's up, Dark Specta? Dark Specta, we got a little matchup tomorrow. Warriors and Bulls. Warriors will be on the back end of the back-to-back. And I haven't seen Chicago play a lot this year. I think you guys are still in the playoff mixer for the Eastern Conference. Seattle needs to go back to the retro unis with the retro colors. I think if we wore them full-time, they wouldn't be as special. It'd be nice if they wore them like twice a year like they just did, in my opinion. But who am I to say anything? I am getting cooked in these games so far. Carney saying he would trade LeBlanc for anybody just to get this already booty off the team. Should have been gone years ago. Carney pulling no punches when it comes to our beloved San Jose Sharks. Alright, kick is away. Threw a bad pick. He capitalized. I don't think I've had a defensive stop this whole stream so far. Jazz player had his hands on the neck of a member of the Bulls coaching staff tonight. He pulled the Latrell Sprewell on PJ Carlissimo move guard. That's gotta be multiple games. Did the Bulls staff do anything that he shouldn't have been doing? Even if he did, sounds like over retaliation to me. Like some stuff you just can't do. Oh, he almost got the pick on that. You can sub on TikTok and Twitch. YouTube, I'm not monetized yet forever. As far as I'm aware, on YouTube they have like super chats, which is kind of in that realm, but it's different, where people can just like donate in a certain amount. But I'm not there as far as YouTube is concerned. But maybe one day. Today was a first day over on that platform, streaming vertically. Like the feed is going out to you guys there on TikTok. So they're basically getting a mirror of what you're getting, except the overlay goal doesn't correspond for him. I don't know how he only gets teed up. I mean, that should have been an ejection. What happened to the game I love? All right, we got 1 second. Let's take time out. And then, like, Twitch has the benefit, if you subscribe, that you don't see ads, because Twitch relies a lot on ad revenue, where TikTok Lives don't have ads. Forgot to tell you, you got tickets to opening weekend. Very nice. Who are the, wait a minute. Are you seeing the Brewers, or are you going to go out and see the Phillies play? They're not playing each other, are they? That would be awesome. Friends of TikTok, we've got 13 followers. Please be sure to follow, like, and share if you haven't done so. I am stinking at the moment, but yeah, we'll suffer through. Try to get some wins for you guys. Didn't play Madden yesterday. Yesterday we played Fortnite. Did an afternoon stream. Tomorrow I probably will not stream in the afternoon, but likely to stream in the night for a few hours. I got a bunch of videos I need to make. Some for sponsors and some for like product deals. Yeah, exactly. Forever. Yeah, please let them know. Coach absolutely hates him. He's constantly getting scratched as a vet on the team that stinks. So Stoff's going to go to Philly. Strider is in town. and we have to be loud. He hates fans. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the whole Spencer Strider thing. I'm so tuned out to Major League Baseball right now. It's going to probably be a little bit funny to watch me stream MLB The Show with my disdain for how Major League Baseball is allowing the A's shenanigans. I'm likely just streaming the show until NCAA comes out. I don't think this is going to work out, but I feel like we just got to go for it. We're getting ran off the field in this game. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some Seattle fans kind of relate it to like ripping the Band-Aid off, and I think that's what they're doing. And I've been saying it on stream. I thought it would either be Adams or Diggs, but they decided to go ahead and do both. Moving on from Will Dissly, he was getting overpaid for what it's worth. And then today they moved on from Brian Monet. Don't think it was all Monet's fault. He had a pretty bad injury when he was with us a year or so back, and he hasn't been the same player since. But you know, sometimes that stuff happens. So they have quite a bit of dead cap hit, and I believe we have like 41.3 million or something along that line for this upcoming free agency. So maybe they use that on the internal free agents in Williams and Brooks, and see if they can retain those guys, and then they don't have so much need for defense come draft day. Hey Carson, thanks for following. What team do I think will have the biggest come up next season? Chan, to be honest, I feel like it's way too early to predict all that. I certainly believe we need to get through free agency and the draft to have a good feeling of who's made good moves. And a lot of times we're wrong, but you know, like, who's going to be the quarterback for Pittsburgh? Who's going to be, you know, the main players in Minnesota? Do they bring back Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson, or do they move on and tank it for a year? I don't think we're at that stage where we can really have a big guess based off of what's going on. I will absolutely not cheer for the Phillies. I know they have a pretty cool owner that was handing out baseballs during the playoffs stuff, but no, no way. All these owners went and played Billionaire Boys Club with Fisher and approved a ridiculous move. So if they leave Northern California, I think I'm leaving being a Major League Baseball fan. They said Preller from the Padres had like 7 or 8 owners that were in an agreement with him, and they were going to vote against the proposed move, the owners meeting weekend. And then he passed away like a day or two before the ownership vote. Good game to my opponent. That guy absolutely kicked my butt. I'm not raging. I'm not mad. He won fair and square. But I can't see myself rooting for any other team, particularly when those teams all did that. I would have been maybe on board with saying like, yeah, let's go Padres, go Mariners, something like that. But they're all, you know, getting in there with everybody else. All right, stop. We can't be complaining about ads. Not as a mod. Come on, stop. I know you might not be able to subscribe, but there we go. All right, let's see. Wonder if the Seahawks will take a shot at Poyer. I don't know much about Poyer. Crazy since Fields will be in Atlanta. Maybe. I know that's a rumor out there around Fields in Atlanta. I'll get caught up on the TikTok chat in a second. I really hate having the dead caps as Dark Specta, Cousins winning MVP in Atlanta, best backup in the league. Be interesting to see where everybody's going to land on the carousel. So Matt saying, you feel like Atlanta could be sneaky good if they get a quarterback? Yeah, Atlanta didn't have a lot there at the quarterback position this past year. Maybe Desmond Ridder continues to improve eventually, but yeah, I think it's too early, personally. Yeah, I mean, the Dodger fans were cool, dude. They got the sell the team stuff going, but like I said, I'm not cool with ownership and with what Manfred and these guys are pushing. So, yeah, I mean, I can follow the game at the independent level or college level if I just feel like I want to watch baseball that badly. Chan, hate to hear it, but you can see it. Besides the Hawks, what other NFL team do I like? Nobody, really. I mean, if I had to root for somebody, it'd probably be the Dolphins, but just because of my brother. I wrong button that. I should have thrown that to larger. I was looking at both of them and hit the wrong one. Some edge rush for the quarterback would do them wonders, says Matt. NHL cap needs to go up. No, I understand. I don't think Stoff's back, but I understand Stoff. I'll tell him in a second when he's free. Bill safety that got cut, he's older, that's the only thing. Yeah, I gotta film we'll draft a safety or convert one of those guys. So Stoff, I only cleared it because I don't want anybody else feeling like it's a negative deal and not sticking around the stream because of the ads. And I don't expect everybody to be able to subscribe or anything of that nature. But yeah, like I think we just, as anybody with a sword, hope you guys can be encouraging regardless of subscriber status. But what I was saying about the A situation and why I wouldn't root for the Phillies or anyone else is, Preller, supposedly the guy that was the owner of the Phillies, the Padres, supposedly he had a bunch of other owners in alignment with him before they did the vote to unanimously allow the Athletics approval to move out to Las Vegas. So he passes away during the owners' meetings, or like the day before the owners' meetings. Every one of those owners went in agreement with this terrible plan. They don't have financing. Their renderings just came out yesterday. They're ridiculous. They're saying, oh, these renderings are shaped like an armadillo. Armadillos are underrated. This is literally what John Fisher said, as are the Athletics. So this is a sham that the A's are trying to run. And really, Fisher can't get anything done. He couldn't get Howard Terminal done because he couldn't get the funding for $12 billion. The city of Oakland has allocated almost $700 million, which is more than they're getting from Las Vegas. But technically, they have their binding agreement, and their binding agreement allows the A's to stay on the corporate welfare, which is revenue sharing. But I cannot see myself, in my mind, in good faith as an Athletics fan, have my team ripped away from me. I've already got my kids going to games. My daughters love Stomper, particularly my older daughter. And now that's all going to be gone. And the team that I grew up rooting for is going to be gone. So I'm not going to go root for the Phillies or the Diamondbacks or any other product that Major League Baseball puts out. If they really leave California, which I'll believe it when I see it, I think that they're absolutely trying to, and I think Manfred's trying to drag them over the finish line. I'm pretty much dead to Major League Baseball. If I want to watch baseball, I'll go watch independent baseball, or I'll watch college, and I'll have my kids in T-ball so they can enjoy the sport. But screw Major League Baseball if this is how they feel about a very loyal fan base, which you might say, well, they have terrible attendance and all this stuff. Yeah, because Fisher's allowed the Coliseum to become decrepit over 20 years, and he rips away all of our good players, and they raise ticket prices. And I know you just meant it like, hey, come over to the Phillies. I love the Phillies. You could love the Phillies. And I do love Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper spoke out for Athletics fans. He grew up an Athletics fan. They're in Vegas, and he says, Vegas deserves better than Fisher too. So he wore green and gold cleats last summer when he was out at the Coliseum. Pretty sure you guys swept us in that series. So it's not like I dislike the Phillies. I just dislike the state of Major League Baseball. Sorry for the rant, but there you go. Dolphins need a QB. Tua stinks. DeBryan, come on, bud. You're obviously trolling. Tua doesn't stink. He doesn't always stay healthy, but he's really good. User98, thank you for following. We got follow requests from Forever73 and Bama. Thank you guys. Sean O'Malley or Cheeto Vera become an Astro fan? Absolutely not. Astro's very dislikable for Athletics fans. We got the Dot just followed us. I'll click on and see your name here in a second. We do have 3 chats going, guys, so if you hear me conversing with somebody you don't see, that's because I'm replying to someone else and trying to not drop any more games. We dropped the first 2. Do I think Tua is a $50 million a year quarterback? No. However, everybody's a $50 million a year quarterback these days. Brock Purdy's going to get $50 million a year, and I'm looking forward to it because that's going to be the end of the Niners contention window, in my opinion. But we'll see. Hypnor, thanks for the follow. How are you doing? Yeah, I mean, if that's how much they care about us, and there's all of us out here protesting, wearing our cell shirts, we love the team and all this stuff, and they've been there for 55 years. Screw them, screw all Major League Baseball. I don't need it. I mean, I can enjoy baseball without Major League Baseball. Yeah, it's the best baseball played on the planet, but I can get into watching the KBO and stream games from Korea if I want to see high-level players or something as well. I forget the name of the Japanese league. Yes, the Philadelphia Athletics. Yes, they were a nomadic team. I know people try to use that argument against the A's too. They were in Philadelphia. They were in Kansas City. And they ended up west. A lot of teams came west once airplane travel became, a lot easier to be accomplished. And it had to suck for Brooklyn Dodger fans and New York Giant fans and all that back in those days when those franchises got relocated. But there isn't a need to relocate the Athletics. It's the sixth largest media market, the Bay Area. And the A's used to draw like crazy. There's one year, 1990, when we drew 3 million to the Coliseum. Now, the Coliseum's very decrepit. It's played out. They need something new. They could have kept the Coliseum nice, though, because it's like the same age as Dodger Stadium. It's about the same age as the Big A in Anaheim, but they've let it slip too much. Also, Al Davis getting all those football stadium seats built out there when they came back from Los Angeles to Oakland many years ago, 95 I think it was. That hurt the baseball feeling to that stadium. So see, you don't think the Dolphins have a chance in the East with Tua? Are you a Dolphin fan, or are you just a Dolphin detractor? And again, to be clear, my brother likes the Dolphins. I was just answering Forever 73 if I was to root for somebody else. Like, I don't really root for anybody else. I like to see my brother be happy, so it's like, yeah, sure, go Dolphins if it doesn't affect Seattle. But yeah, I don't keep up with them or their cap situation or any of that stuff. Yeah, thanks, Matt. And I think, like Soft is saying, he couldn't imagine if that was happening to his Phillies. Like, this is Major League Baseball's playbook. They're threatening other teams. They're threatening the Brewers. The Diamondbacks owner just said something recently about if we don't get public funding, we're going to be forced to explore other situations. They're threatening the White Sox. They are getting what they want at the moment from Tampa, but they're going to shake them down for public funds. The Royals are in that mix. It's like I want to say it's like a quarter or a third of the teams are all getting to that point where they're going after taxpayer dollars. And Oakland has tried to comply. They've tried to get money in there, and the reason this deal isn't getting done because there was the renderings and all this stuff to build a waterfront ballpark in Oakland, and what John Fisher wanted. John Fisher owns the A's, for anybody that's not familiar with the situation. He wanted a $12 billion retail space, and he was going to be the landlord of it. Nobody wants to do business with John Fisher. John Fisher is not able to get somebody to buy right now in Vegas because he has a part ownership stake up for the team. Nobody wants to do business with this guy because everything he touches is the opposite of the Midas touch, and it turns to garbage. So he can't get this $12 billion thing done. He had to meet his deadline with Major League Baseball, or they were going to get kicked off for revenue sharing this past January, 2 months ago. So that's why they winded into this weird deal where they're going to build on the Las Vegas Strip. And there's nothing legitimate to this deal. Like, I will eat crow if they build on a 9-acre footprint this Sydney Opera House armadillo AI rendering joke of a stadium that they're telling everybody they're going to do. So yeah, just wait till I'm streaming MLB The Show and have this conversation with you guys most days. I'll be on my high horse, and it may not change anything, but I've fought it as much as I can as a fan. I'm constantly active on A's Twitter and Major League Twitter, trying to let people know that, be active, keep an eye out for this, and take whatever actions we can as fans to put pressure on Major League and make them look bad. And the A's continue to make themselves look bad along the way. 0% chance that stadium can even exist. Let's see. The whole A's thing can suck it. The stadium blows. Tight spots in Vegas. And I think Vegas is deserving of a franchise, too, for what it's worth. I just think they deserve better than John Fisher and the A's moving in. And hopefully somehow, it backfires in Fisher and Major League Baseball's faces, and we end up getting local ownership. Joe Lacob has mentioned he would like to own the team. Supposedly he has a standing offer to Fisher. he was willing to give Fisher an equity share of the Warriors for him to be the lead guy of the A's. If Joe Lacob had been in charge of the A's for the last 10, 15 years, we would have had a stadium built in the Bay Area by now. But that's not the case. Fisher, he just won the genetic lottery. He's born to, the founders of the Gap and Old Navy, and he's still yet to really have much successes on his own. And I think that's part of his thing is the resentment against A's fans and politicians out here that didn't do what he wanted when he wanted, and now he wants to just stick it to everybody and move out to the desert. So we'll see what happens. A's are trying to renegotiate with Oakland to stay in Oakland for the next 3 years until that Vegas stadium is supposed to open in 2028. We don't know where they're going to play for the next 3 years. So here we go. He's okay prospect. Don't like to give him more credit. Throwback to Diggs in the Seahawk uniform. Diggs was pretty funny. He jumped on Twitter and said, "How are you going to get fired on your day off?" So let's see. Do I think Diggs and Adams getting cut will mean the big signings coming? No, I don't think so. I still think we're getting day 2 signings, and probably on short-term deals would be my guess. Better cap situation for next season once we get rid of all the dead cap space. Yeah, it's hard to know what Adams is thinking right now, Nate, for sure. Can't believe I missed that, but I kicked it too early. I think I missed a few from the Purple App buddies. I apologize, guys. But yeah, I just want everybody to be on the same page with me regarding the A's. You may not agree with me, but at least you know where I stand. So let's see. Yeah, like my whole life they've been here, Stoff. So yep, I'm scrolling all the way up. Want to be sure. Don't follow hockey too closely. Here are the local guys, young and old. Says Stoff. Stoff out in Wisconsin. Kid over from the town, drafted to you, got picked up in the NHL, Montreal last year. Jack Gornacki, I think I said that right. And let's see. Yeah, Adams going after that reporter's wife was ridiculous, Nate. That's not going to help anything. I could see somebody give him a shot to resurrect his career, though. Because when he is healthy, or when he was healthy up in Seattle, he was definitely a guy that could make some difference. You think maybe Patrick Queen will come? Yeah, so here's what I've seen. Expect Patrick Queen to get like $20 million per year average contract. I don't think we're stepping up to Patrick Queen on kind of a reset year. But we'll see. Maybe they're not thinking reset year. Gorniak. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Rather pick Williams. Maybe get Geno Stone and Queen. Says Gerb. I don't think we're getting Geno Stone either. Yes, I need to put your name down. I've been yapping. I'm sorry, Forever 73. I usually write them down between games. But yes, you're a subscriber. You go on the wall. 100%. I got banned. Thanks for the follow. Great to have you here. We're TriCasting, TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. I usually refer to the Purple App as the Purple App so I don't get shadow banned, but you guys know where we're at. Today's first day doing vertical on YouTube, and we've had a little bit more traffic there. Seemed like we had some discoverability right when we went live. First guy was a troll, though. So I think I'm caught up. If anybody typed something that I missed, I'm sorry, guys. Definitely wasn't trying to. Team of the year, I was in the stream. I got in late, so I didn't get all the drops off of it, Andrew. I was disappointed there wasn't any Seahawks. And again, we probably didn't have the best player at any position this past year. I was hopeful they were going to drop a Bobby Wagner because he led the league in tackles. But, yeah, I don't know. The Allen card looks like it's going to be really nice. I think people like Allen's throwing motion this year, if I recall correctly. And it seemed like he had really affordable buckets for all the good stuff for quarterback. You'd keep Brooks and Williams and Fant and sign Queen and Stone. I don't know if you can do all that for $41 million. That would be pretty nice if they pulled all that off, Gerb. Oh, he's going for the home run ball. He had a couple checkdowns, and Reek Woolen's the only one that has a shot at it. We'll take it down. Schwaggart, welcome in. Thanks for following. Yeah, I try not to say it too much. Although it's a short stream, so I figured I'd roll the dice. Carne. Was I on this afternoon? No. This afternoon I got a blood draw, and I did not, didn't really have enough free time to do it. Tomorrow afternoon I'm going to dedicate to making videos. I had a bunch of products come for the TikTok showcase and TikTok shop, and I also need to make a video for Manscaped, for Underdog, and I really should make a video monthly for like Control Freak and Gamer Subs, because they're all sponsors. You know, and different sponsors you have kind of different agreements with, but I got to get on that tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll probably spend like 4 hours doing videos around the house, but we'll stream in the night tomorrow is my intention, provided nothing comes up. You think Jamal Adams should go to the Bengals and Diggs to the Saints? Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how desirable those guys are. But Schweiger, yeah, welcome back in. Sorry that we lost you for a bit. It would be nice if only we used him more. We underutilized him, says Matt. What's my sleep schedule like? It varies quite a bit, and sometimes the variance does throw you off. I know they say to get really good sleep, you want to be consistently going to bed at the same time. There's days that I have to be up early to take my kids somewhere, and yeah, try to get to bed earlier. And then I'll do a nighttime stream, and then kind of get to bed as the sun's coming up, and you know. I probably sleep enough, but I wish I could sleep a little more consistently than that. Chapman to the Giants. You know, it's going to be weird seeing him on the black and gold, or excuse me, the black and orange for the Giants. I can't say I'm really fond of him becoming a Giant. However, he was very close to Bob Melvin, and I love Bob. And Matt's been pretty complimentary towards the A's fan base and the stadium situation and the whole move, so I can't say like I'm rooting for him to struggle. I think he will drive Giants fans nuts, because I've seen enough of Matt Chapman to know that he's going to have a week or a couple weeks where he absolutely will carry the Giants offensively, and then he's going to scuffle and hit like 170 the next month, because he does have a high strikeout rate. He's kind of like career 240-ish guy. That's probably what you will expect from Chapman. But yeah, those times where he locks in, he'll be a monster for him. And I think his defense is still at a really high level. So yeah, he's probably very happy to be back with Bob. They said that Chapman and Bob Melvin had almost like a father-son relationship. So it'll be weird seeing them as Giants. Of course, Melvin was a Giant in his playing days, but was such a nice manager for us. But it is what it is. I mean, that's another thing we can give credit to John Fisher and Dave Cavill for as A's fans. So let's see. You know he's nearing retirement. You say we attempt to restructure. Regarding Lockett, I assume. Reese, thank you very much for the rose. Hey, what's up, Stoff? Let me get you the wrench of power over there. Just got the lead, and this guy's coming after me. Bump, bump, bump. Let's see. Hey, if you need any promotion stuff, seriously, I'll do all that I can. We've had a lot of growth through the platforms over this last like four or 5 months. TikTok's gone from 1,200 to 10,000, so there's new eyeballs. If it's something that you need to get in front of my viewership demographics, yeah, 1,000,000%, buddy. Would love to try to help anything that you're doing business wise. Streaming full-time job. It is for now. I would say my full-time job is being a stay-at-home dad, primarily. But yeah, streaming has been a wonderful windfall for me. Last couple of years in particular. Before, I would say it was more hobbyist money. Got partnered on the Purple app. If you know which app I'm talking about, you know. There was a sports program there, and that has led to a lot of different opportunities over time. And I have something cooking right now, and hopefully it'll come to fruition in the sports world, which would be working like as a producer on some programming. So that could be great. I've worked with some really big streamers, and hope to just keep getting better as time goes forward. So let's see. Yeah, I don't know if Tyler's going to want to restructure, and I don't know what all they're allowed to do on a restructure. I'm definitely not a cap specialist when it comes to NFL group, but yeah, I feel like Tyler is going to get really way too much of our cap coming this season. The issue being, if we cut him, it's only like 7 million savings, so it may just be worth it to suck it up. If they could trade him and get somebody to take most of the contract, I think that makes sense for Seattle. You know, we got JSN, we got Jake Bobo, and of course we got DK. So let's see. Got banned, Luis Fuentes, Gerb. Thank you all respectively for following. Gerb, I thought you were already a follower. I could have sworn I chatted with you before, but welcome back in. They showed the lineup after the trade. Lineup's looking good. Dodgers AAA has a better lineup. Just posted some in the art for Noah. Very cool. My eyes are darting around the 3 chats, guys, so I'm sorry if I'm slow to get back to anybody that is chatting with us. Saving some time, and obviously want to get the score line stand. Let's see. If I was playing with Nate Tape, he would do this play. Just posted some in the art. Need to figure out your market and demand in your area for Stoff. Man, I hope it blows up for you. I've done different things over the years. Some have done really well for me. I would say Twitch has been the best one. I did playing poker for quite some time through Poker Stars. That was profitable. I opened an eBay business kind of when the economy was in a downturn stuff. That didn't work out quite so well. Had an LLC. Wanted to do sports cards and collectibles, but sometimes it's just being in the right place at the right time. I hope it blows up for you, man. So let's see. What do I think about us cutting Wagner and Will Dissly? I don't believe we cut Bobby Wagner. I believe Bobby Wagner is a free agent. So I don't know what's going to happen with Bobby. As far as Dissly was definitely overpaid for his contract, but he's a good blocking tight end with fairly solid hands. He's only 28 years old. I hope we can bring him back on a cheaper deal, but if he's gone, he's gone, and enjoyed rooting for him. We went from having a really deep tight end room with Dissly and Noah Fant and Kobe Parkinson to having nobody at tight end. So maybe we have to draft a tight end if we don't pick up a veteran free agent along the way. So I think I'm caught up right now at the moment. And I'm sorry if I missed anything. We should sign Tyler Boyd and somebody on defense. I don't know how much Seattle's going to be a destination for free agents this year. And I'm not saying that to be like negative Nelly about it. That was a cool hurdle animation. I'm going to clip it just to see that again later. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, honestly, with our recruitment of free agents, because it's a transition period. You know, it's a new head coach. I could see some of the Raven guys that are familiar with McDonald wanting to come in. And I would also say keep an eye on anybody that was like a Wolverine that may have some ties to him regarding McDonald. Maybe even guys that played under either of the Harbaugh brothers over the last 10 years or so, because he bounced between John's staff to Jim's staff and then back to John's staff regarding Mike McDonald. Bring Clowney back. Clowney had a good year this past year, right? I think he had quite a few sacks. Clowney was constantly getting pressure for us the one year that we had him in Seattle, but he wasn't getting home for those, getting home on the quarterback. He was just pressuring him. Is how I remembered Clowney a lot that year. I remember hoping we were going to bring him back in, but then we didn't get him. Let me just throw it away. It's touchdown or bust. I don't have any timeouts. Last one's a little interesting. Noah's always come up with some good AI art prompts in my Discord server. Eric C69, thanks for the follow. I think there's a chance, Standard. My concern, and I say this like 100 times a stream, I almost feel like I'm a broken record on this. My concern is that there's a lot of Seattle fans that are also Washington Cougar fans that just want him because he's a local boy, makes good story, and I don't want them to reach for him because of that. I think they need to draft the best available quarterback or the best available player as we go along. Did he intercept that? No, I think he went out of bounds. Ooh, that was close. Just trying to utilize that dead eye, and I got it to flash, but didn't get that ball in where I needed to. Yeah, I mean we have Eric or whatever his name is, Grubb that came in. Ryan Grubb, right? Isn't his name? But yeah, I don't know that that's going to make a difference with regards to Penix. And then again, it could be a huge thing. We didn't interview Penix at the combine, as far as I'm aware. I know they interviewed J.J. McCarthy, so McDonald should be familiar with McCarthy. I'm not really high up on any of these guys in the draft class. Last year, I thought C.J. Stroud was the man, and I thought Richardson might also be in that realm. Unfortunately, with Richardson, he got hurt early in the year, so we don't really know what he's going to do. I wasn't convinced that Bryce Young was going to work out. Being a Seahawks fan, I've seen Russell Wilson and the limitations that having a shorter stature quarterback brings to your offense. And of course, Carolina is just in disarray, so it's tough to judge Bryce Young off his first year. But I'm going to be interested to see how it all shakes up with those guys. And this year, the guys that I've seen, nobody put me in mind of Stroud whatsoever. Mike making big moves. You don't know if he can get the job done. Well, it's Mike and Schneider. Schneider's the man now. Schneider's the one that's doing the cuts and roster decisions. In the past, he always had to sign off with Pete. So it'll be interesting to see how it all breaks down here long term. Also, I think Jody Allen may sell the team. So, it could be, if McDonald's not a winner in the first couple years, that we're on the coaching carousel again. Need to figure out market and demand for Stoff. In Stoff, I'm curious what type of company it is. I would guess it might be something in the electronics world, because I know you have quite a bit of experience. Since I've known you working in electronics. Why am I a Seattle fan instead of a Bay Area fan? I'm related to Steve Largent, Standard. So that got me paying attention to the Seahawks when I was a kid, and I stuck with them ever since. NFL's probably the best league to be a displaced fan on, though, because there's not so many games. It's always possible to find a very legal stream and watch them that way. So, yeah. If and when the A's leave, I was on an A's rant earlier. A lot harder to stream 162 games a year. I guess if they're out of market, you just can buy MLB TV or something, but I won't be giving them my money. But yeah, distant relation to Largent. Wrote to him as a kid. He wrote to me and wrote back to me, and yeah, he's always been my favorite athlete and the reason I started rooting for Seattle. Otherwise, probably would have went Niners or Raiders. Don't really know. So Collins were able to hit him, but not knock it free. That would have been the ball game. What a nice throw from my opponent. I wasn't quite set up the way I wanted to be in that one. Seattle fan because of Cam Chancellor. Oh, very nice. Yeah, Cam was he was a pleasure to watch. Only guy that hasn't really gone nutty off of the Legion of Boom too after all these years. Oh, what a throw. Gosh dang it. Almost had him on fourth and whatever it was. And then he just threw a little comeback and floated it in. Could not get my defense there. Christopher, what's up, buddy? How's your day going? I have no timeouts, so this is not ideal. We need a touchdown quick. I thought I had the game-winning touchdown. The issue was I gave him some time back the other way. And not having timeouts, I just had to hustle it in there as quick as I could. Need a kickoff return touchdown or something. Let's bring out Hester and see if we get the blocks. Did not happen, so we got 9 seconds. I'll just try like a jet sweep and hope that works out. Probably won't. So, yeah, good game to this guy if he hangs on for the win. I was looking for... Oh, there he is. Anytime. I think his X Factor stays on. So let's see. How do I feel about losing them, Julian? I've adjusted a few times on stream. It seems like they're ripping the Band-Aid off. I wasn't emotionally attached as a fan to either player in particular. Particularly Adams. I mean, Adams acted like a complete jerk. So, yeah, good riddance to him. Diggs seems like a pretty cool guy, but it is what it is. That was going to be the highest paid safety duo in football, and they certainly didn't play like the highest paid guys or the best guys. Ray Lewis is a favorite for Noah. Let me see. Julian Love was pretty good last year for sure. What I think about the Madden title will be, I don't know. Yeah, it's a really good question. Because, yeah, it was Madden 25 years ago when it was the 25th anniversary. I am getting my butt kicked so far to here tonight, guys. Appreciate everybody hanging with me, not giving me too hard a time. But hey, we got some new lights, and name going up in lights is going to be Forever73. Thank you, Forever, for the big subscription. If we ever make it to 50 subscribers on TikTok, all at once, not like 50 total, but if we're ever running like 50 subs at once, we will unlock gifted subscriptions. So I may start trying to push more for that, out in the future. I could have sworn this guy didn't have an Xbox or didn't have a PlayStation name. He doesn't. Dang it. Let me just boot the season. I'm already 0-2. Let me see if I can self-demote and get some easier games. Also, because I don't want to play crossplay, it tends to lag a lot more. I only turned it on because we were playing squads through the night. So let me go shut that off. In case anybody's saying, like, why are you quitting out before or whatever. Hey, it's a fellow Seahawk fan too, so we'll just be a bro. What's up, Dustin Jones? How are you today? Alright, I'm going to kick this away, and then we're going to go away. Forever, pleasant dreams to you. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. You've been waiting for us to release Adams forever. I even thought going into this year, if he could have been healthy, he could have kind of turned around that trade. That was such a bad trade in hindsight. So, yeah, we started out 0-2. Let's just help out the Seahawk fan. And I forgot my settings. I don't want to be playing against somebody on PC or on Xbox. It may not really lag more than PlayStation only matchups, but at least in my mind I feel like I get more skip frames and things, and yeah, it's not that important. So we'll see. Aaron, what's up, buddy? How's your day been? Thanks for popping in with us. But yeah, I really don't know what they'll do regarding Madden 25 and the technicality that they already did Madden 25 when they had the 25th anniversary one. So let's see, settings. It would be funny if they made it Madden 14, but I don't think that would be good marketing wise for them, because I think 14 was the year they skipped, right? 2014 was the 25th anniversary. Pretty sure that was the year. Sacramento Kings. I cannot stand the Kings. I'm a Warrior fan. They have a pretty lively, fun young team. Sabonis gets on my nerves. I do like De'Aaron Fox, except for when the Warriors are playing him because he's so good. I feel like Harrison Barnes is probably a little overpaid on that lineup, but he has his nights where he can be pretty effective. And I don't know that they're improved this year versus last year. Picking up Coach Brown was a great move, I think, in Sacramento. And I certainly think they need to stay with Brown. They've been a franchise that's been kind of a wreck under Ramswick, right? That owns them, or something like that. But yeah, Brown's the guy. I mean, Brown did a really excellent job with the Warriors. I know he hadn't quite figured it out at the NBA level, in my estimation, until after he was there in Golden State. And sometimes guys have to bounce around a little bit, and they kind of get their philosophy all dialed in. To take a cross-sport example, a guy like Pete Carroll. Pete didn't have success with the Jets. He didn't work out with the Patriots. I mean, it wasn't terrible in those locations, but Patriots move on. I think he took a year or two off, went to USC, really got meticulous on everything he wanted to do, came up with this program, won national titles there, then came back to the pros and had a lot of success with the Seahawks. And it may be the story has ended now for Pete as far as being on the sidelines, but yeah, I think the guy's well into his 70s now, so he's had a great run in my estimation. And I feel like with Brown, right, I think he was Spurs head coach. Maybe wrong on that. No, he wasn't with the Spurs. I think he was on the Spurs staff for a while under Popovich too. But Cleveland and Los Angeles, I can't remember if he had another head coaching stop. But then he goes to Golden State, steps in for Kerr. Kerr has some serious health issues that he battled through. Did a great job as our head coach. I believe he even coached a game or two of the NBA Finals. And he was doing an excellent job for us. Warriors are definitely missing him. We missed that sideline presence of having Coach Brown, who's a defensive mastermind for the Warriors. But yeah, I mean, he's gone up to Sacramento, and you see how their wins and losses have changed pretty much instantaneously. He's gotten more out of that roster than the carousel that they had previously. So yeah, I think a lot of Brown. I will never be rooting for the Kings, just like I don't root for the San Francisco Giants or the 49ers or any of the other rival teams. I think they should be considered the number one rival of Warrior fans. I've seen a lot of Warrior fans that say like, "Oh yeah, I like to see Sacramento do well too. Like they're like our little brother and stuff." And I'm like, "No, man, that's a rival." I remember the Kings being great with Weber and Doug Christie and Mike Bibby and Bobby Jackson and Vlade and all those guys, and the Warriors were down in the dumps, and I always resented them then and would root against them, and I'm still that way. I dislike them even more than I dislike the Lakers, and that's pretty high up there considering Lakers got LeBron these days. But yeah, Kings are they're a good franchise, and they're on the right track, I think. Warriors Celtics, it was the back end of a lot of games in a row. It was three games in 4 days. Warriors had to go into Canada to play the Raptors, and then they had like a day and a half to go play the matinee game because that was at 12 o'clock for Pacific Standard Time viewers, and that's a West Coast team. So I really thought they should have rested Curry. He was questionable prior to that game, so I don't think much of anything regarding that game. If people are trying to draw too much from it, then I think they're just flapping their gums and looking for clicks regarding Golden State. I mean, you never want to lose significantly, but the Warriors put it on the Milwaukee Bucks tonight too. Sometimes you just get caught up on those types of things. I don't know. Do you need a ban? Because we got one for you. How about that? All right, here we go. If I misunderstood, I apologize. Somebody that I trust, let me know what that guy meant, if he meant anything good. Kick didn't go through. I thought we knocked that in from 61. But, yeah, couldn't get those yardage after we got sacked back there. Noah, thanks for all the shares. How the heck are you? Trying to run duos. I'm not, Cheese. Appreciate you being here. We do run squads occasionally. And if you want to be in on a squads night to play with me, you have to follow if you haven't followed yet. And you have to join the Discord server. I think you followed in the past. The name looks familiar. But to join the Discord, you click on my profile, and my link tree is right there, and come on down. Yeah, Bills had to, they did have to clear house. The ESPN headline was something like, it's time to pay the bills. But, cap casualties are just part of the NFL. The Bills haven't got over the hump and got into a Super Bowl. They're in an unlucky situation that they're dealing with Mahomes in his prime, and I think Mahomes is just a step ahead of Allen, despite how great Allen can be. And I know those have been like really close losses that they've had to him, but yeah, they have to shift some stuff around, pay the players that they want to keep, and make the hard decisions. We'll see how it all turns out for them this coming season. But yeah, they had like 3 big cuts or something, right? Hey, Chiefs, thanks for the follow. How's it going? It's 2 a.m. I may have another half hour or an hour or so in me. But we'll play it by ear. Been playing pretty badly along the way, but haven't played for a day or two, so sometimes that happens. Rather give my opponents credit for getting me than other way around. We've got 23 followers so far on this TikTok live. Please jump in as number 24. You could be the Ricky Henderson of the stream and get that magical number as our next follower. So he's had the Lamar Jackson scrambling read option offense against me. And so far, it's been working pretty well for him. Been in Tennessee. You live in Tennessee as a Seahawks fan. Everybody here hates them. I'm surprised Tennessee fans have much feeling about the Seahawks one way or the other. There's a CBS article that just came out, CBS Sports article, yesterday, got posted to the Seahawks subreddit, and they're rating the Russell Wilson trade as the second worst trade of all time. The sixth worst trade of all time, I'm having trouble enunciating, was Steve Largent from the Oilers, Houston, to Seattle back in 76. Thought Bum Phillips drafted him. Apparently, Largent didn't do a lot in preseason, and they flipped him to the expansion Seahawks for an 8th rounder. So that is the Tennessee franchise. So if any Tennessee fans are giving you too much slack, say, yeah, why'd you guys give us a Hall of Famer back in the 70s? Got Steve for an 8th round pick. Thoughts on the Niners? Cannot stand the Niners, Raymond. I'm a Seahawk fan. I'm a Niner detractor. Those of you that are nice, relaxed Niner fans, I do enjoy talking to you guys, and I do have empathy for you. The Seahawks were a play away from winning the Super Bowl. You guys were a play away this past Super Bowl as well. 4th and 1, they didn't get the stop. There's always going to be the what ifs that linger in your mind as a fan. Of course, I think that happens to the players and coaches as well. Nice throw from my opponent. Thought I had that covered up okay. I think if Greenlaw stays healthy, maybe that's the difference in that game. As far as moving forward for the Niners, I wonder how Shanahan's going to do as far as keeping control of the locker room. If you start to have doubt in him, if you're a member of that team. I know with Pete Carroll, a lot of negativity started creeping in from certain players. Richard Sherman, some of his comments were not great after we lost to the Patriots. And I think he started to maybe disengage a little bit mentally. With Shanahan, now he's had 3 Super Bowls when he's been the offensive coordinator or head coach, having a 10-point lead or more that have evaded him to winning the big one. And teams tend to suffer from the Super Bowl hangover if you get to the Super Bowl and you don't win it. So I don't know how the Niners will fare this year. They still have super talented roster. I know a lot of Niner fans want to address the offensive line. I know they're going to have to do something with Brandon Ayuk. Seems like he's going to force the issue to get paid. But, time will tell. Maybe cooler heads will prevail in that situation. It could boil down to Ayuk or Debo. I know there's some rumors that they might trade Debo. Debo's not quite the same route runner and receiver that Ayuk is, but Debo's just such a great gadget player in the Shanahan offense that it's tough. CMC should be really good again. I know he had a lot of usage, so we'll see how he holds up. And defensively, I assume the strong safety should be back. He was really good for the Niners this past year. I feel like they didn't miss a beat losing him. I want to say it's Hufanga, but I may not be pronouncing the name right. And then losing Greenlaw is going to hurt. I hope he can come back to being himself in the future. Don't particularly like the way Greenlaw conducts himself on the field. He's got the best of my Seahawks a few times here and there, but I guess his story is pretty interesting. Have not got that deep into it, but I know he said he was really fortunate to be there and owed it to his parents. I believe he was adopted, if I recall correctly. So yeah, I hope he gets back to being full health. Biggest game of his life, and he's just trying to get loose to go into to play, and then have his Achilles go out is terrible. And I want to see the Seahawks beating the Niners with the Niners being at their best. I don't want all their best players injured or any of that stuff. Probably not happening this year for Seattle, but I hope so. A guy can hope, right? So yeah, there's some long thoughts on the Niners. What's your thoughts on the Niners? So we're at like 2 a.m. I'll probably play this one and maybe one more. Friends of TikTok, please follow, like, and share if you haven't done so. We're always looking to connect with new viewers. If you're on the other platforms, we'd love it if you did the same. Jump in as a subscriber or a follower, respectively. First day streaming vertically to YouTube, and we had like 2 or 3 different chatters pop in that I have never seen before, so I don't know if there are subscribers there or not. People subscribe on the YouTube Shorts, and then it's tough to kind of community build, in my experience there so far. So maybe that's a better format than the way I've been going about it. So we'll probably try it again tomorrow. This guy had a good opening drive, and defensively I've been just hot garbage all night. I have not been stopping my opponents. Not that high up in division, so I think it's on me, a lot of what's happening. I mean, there's always, the ability to stop somebody if you're an aficionado on the game, but yeah, I'm just a casual player. However, I mean, feel like I should be able to get some stops from time to time. So Rich Eisen gets it there in the backfield, and let's use a timeout, try to preserve some time here. Noah, thanks for the shares, buddy. Yeah, exactly, Bama. Thanks for letting them know. What's up, J-Rob? How's your day been? J-Rob, how's your team going? J-Rob has really stacked up a nice team, and he did it in a short amount of time. And are you ready for the show, J-Rob? I can't remember if I asked you or not, if you're ready for the show. Yeah, I clicked on the wrong defender. I was trying to shift over to the guy that was in zone. And this guy he makes all the reads quickly. That was a mistake for me. Wish you could leave likes on PC. Niners have no cap. Most likely going to lose Bosa and Debo. Well, not this season though, right? I mean, those guys are under contract. Now, I think they could lose Debo if they need to trade him, but I don't think they trade Bosa away. I believe they're expected to lose Jawan Jennings, who we all know can be quite a good player in their offense as well. Man, thought the defender should have been on that. It just sailed right over my head. We do have a minute and 2 timeouts. Try to equalize here the other way. Trying to figure out how to get 800,000 more coins before tomorrow so you can pick up all the Lions. How many Lions are getting Team of the Year tomorrow, J-Rob? I kept looking for Seahawks on the reveal. I was kind of half lurking and trying to get some videos set up here, and didn't see any. Did see Lauren was on the stream, so I was happy to see her on there. She's always been really nice. She was in the sports program that I was in, and she's sent some raids in here over the years, and I've rated her as well. I think she revealed T.J. Watt when he came up because she's a big Steeler fan. Gibbs, Laporta, and Sewell. Then you got Montgomery as an honorable mention at 95. Yeah, that's a nice mix of players. Right, offensively, we got Flash 80, and he is going to get 80 yards right on the dot. With the gritty. Seahawk legend, Jerry Rice to the end zone. I'd like to get that new JSN card. I have the coins for him, but I was going to wait and see if he pushes down after the stuff comes out tomorrow. He should play really well on my 50-plus Seahawk theme team. Yeah, a rare Donnie Dot. I don't know if Lamar would run great in that offense. I've heard the offense that they're running in Washington, only like 25% of it's going to translate to the NFL. So I'm curious to see how we're going to look. I certainly hope we utilize DK Metcalf a lot better. All right, defensively, I've been barbecue chicken this stream. You have the tokens for one and enough of the cards to build another. Can't figure out how to make any more coins right now. You don't happen to have any limiteds, do you, J-Rob? Because those quick sell for like 350K. And you might be able to sell them for even more on the auction house. But like something that you'll be replacing, you can't cash it in tonight or tomorrow. Sometimes when we used to have the power-up passes, that would be a good way. Go through and take out all the limited cards if you had something that was going to replace it at a position. And I remember Wagner had a couple of limiteds in his power-up pass because I had upgraded him all season. Towards the end of the year. Boy, I thought I was going to intercept that. The guy throws it right on the dot. And he's got 4 seconds, so he doesn't really have time to run a play and get the field goal unit out, I don't think. Jordan Brooks, I only got him to like 91. I got on that a little late, Trevor, unfortunately, and then didn't get enough snow. I think it was snow, right, that we put into that Brooks card. Yeah, so he was just trying to catch me off with a run with Rich Eisen. It's all tied here at the half. Friends of TikTok, as I've said way too often, please like, share, and follow the stream if you haven't followed already. I don't even remember having the ball first. I think my brain is not as sharp as I'd like it to be. I rested well too. I don't have that excuse. I got banned. Thanks for the likes, buddy. Been a pleasure connecting with a lot of new folks so far. And thanks for the share. Yeah, if you got any friends that are showing online, you know, share the video to them. Leave them a comment. Hey, get in here and chat, talk sports with me. I would love to get even more buddies hanging out with us. Oh, Danielle Freak just shared the video. Hey, good going, Danielle Freak. Only took me almost 2 hours to share it. I think it just happens automatically when you're streaming, but I thought it happened like in the first 5 minutes or something. He's been getting a lot of nice plays into the flat, and then that speed pitch option. I hope in the next Madden release, when the quarterback's getting hit on those option plays, that they fumble out. That is a little absurd over time how consistently they get away with that. Thanks, Bama. You think Boye Mafe going to have a good future? Definitely underrated. Yeah, Mafe, he was breaking out last year for a while. Let's see, 24 hours until season 2 downtime in Fortnite. Oh, what are they doing for the next season? Noah, is there anything exciting coming out? I should jump in and play some Fortnite maybe tomorrow. Usually we do Madden streams in the night, but there's fresh stuff to get into. Maybe you guys carry me to some squad wins. Ooh. That would have been nice to have the big man grab it. Greek mythology gods, weapons like Zeus, lightning. Oh, that's cool. Maybe Medusa popping free. Gonna ask the most obvious bait question here. Am I the only one that hates getting his blood drawn? Went and got my blood drawn today. I do not like doing that. Why does his defense hang up? Or yeah. I got numerous stops in man coverage, and then 4th down, his line holds up is what I'm trying to get. Like, where's the pass pressure there, guys? Hate the needles, period, says Mula. I don't really mind getting a shot if I need to go and get like my flu shot or whatever. But man, the blood draw, it just has a little different feeling to it. I do not like that. But yeah, needles in general aren't fun. But great to see Mula in here. What's happening, buddy? Now he's got me burnt deep. This guy has just been very accurate in the pass attack. Good morning, God bless, says Mula. Getting all loopy and sweating, terrified by needles. Seahawks, yeah, we definitely need a good linebacker, probably 2. My understanding is they're going to stay in the 3-4 defense that they started implementing a couple years ago when they hired Clint Hurt. So really need a couple guys in the middle. I know it's kind of a hybrid 3-4 where Boye, Mafe, and Nwosu are considered linebackers, but I think of them as being more edge rushers. But yeah, they need some guys that can get some coverage done in the middle. Maybe a Saints linebacker says I got banned. Yeah, I should have thrown it. I thought I was going to get that turned up field. Good job from my competition to stay on that. As a kid, seen too many fiends growing up on the west side of San Antonio. Biggest fear was becoming like them. Always been scared of needles for Mula TV. Well, that's an interesting callback, you know, like in your psychology, seeing that as a kid, and then having that, you know, the fear of it in your mind. Yeah, I always look away if I'm getting a shot or a blood draw. I look away from it. They say if you don't look at it, supposedly it hurts less. I don't know if that's true or if it's just a psychological trick or what, but today I need to go get my blood checked. So I put it off for a long time, like way too long, but kind of need to see where my levels are, and you know, if I need any medicines or if everything's going okay. So got in there and got it done finally. Trey Hendricks, yeah, it'd be interesting to see who they'll target. And again, I would caution Seattle fans that Seattle may not be that much of a destination. It's interesting because maybe the team's going to be up for sale in a few years, and we're going with a rookie, very young head coach, and of course he's unproven. It's not that I don't think he'll be good. It's just he hasn't had the opportunity to be good yet. So yeah, I don't know if guys are going to want to come up there. It is kind of tucked up in a way region of the country and join the team. Happened to your own uncle? Yeah, one of my brothers went through different phases of drug use and had a very short life because of it. He died, I think, he was 31. Happened when I was 14. So I've always stayed away from anything drug related. Not that I had the desire as a young teen, like I was wanting to experiment or anything, but there's like the whole thing about being scared straight. I think I was just like instantly aware that family predisposition might lead me to getting addicted if I was to get started. So I never did. I appreciate that, Mula. Yeah, it's painful enough. He was a half brother. To lose somebody, but you see the effect it has on your parents, and man, it's just rough. And I know like life isn't ever guaranteed a certain way, but sort of the cycle of life is you go before your parents, or your parents go before you do, right? So if you're having to deal with bearing a child, man, that is tough. Same for Mula. That's why the needles are that way for you. Yeah, for me, it's like I know it's something I need to do medically. It's just the thought of like, here I am getting punched like a juice box. I hate it. Dad has drug problems, not good. I'm sorry I got banned. Only drug ever done is trees, and it's more of a medicine. Yeah, I know that it's gained a lot of acceptance over the years, and I'm proud to say I voted to legalize out here, even though it's not something I've ever been one to partake in, because I think there are a lot of good medical uses for numerous reasons. Steve Kerr even said, and I was talking about Steve Kerr and Mike Brown a little bit ago. Steve Kerr said he tried when he was having all the issues. He had a botched back surgery. Somehow they nicked part of his spine. He was having like spinal fluid leaking into his body, and he was messed up for a while. Luke Walton coached like 20-something games for the Warriors. Mike Brown had to step in at different times over Kerr's tenure. Seems like he's in a good spot now health-wise, but he said he tried it. It wasn't for him. But I think it's great if somebody's dealing with chronic pain, or if they just want to relax or whatever, that you guys have that option. And I know that's not the case in every state, but yeah, I support adults being able to do what they want. Just please don't hop behind the wheel and, ruin your life or somebody else's is what I always caution people to do. But nobody is here for Uncle Donnie's words of wisdom. Army drug test, ADHD medicine might... Let's see, write your name down while you take it for Noah. Dark Specta, thanks for lurking. Always great to see Dark Specta in chat. Let me give him a shout. I'm looking forward to the draft because I got to ask Dark Specta his thoughts once we know what his Chicago Bears are going to do. And now I got to look up that Bulls play because Dark was letting me know one of the Jazz players got out of control in the Bulls Jazz game. Yesterday. Wow, that was what we needed. Shot in the dark, we get the strip sack. Or not the strip sack, just the strip fumble. Until you were at a friend's house in middle school, Crush passed it to Mula, and you said no, called you a square, and then you've been hooked ever since. Peer pressure is a wild thing, man, particularly among youth. And it's tough to always say no to things. Yeah, there was times where like I've been peer pressured to drink in different deals over the years, and like it crosses your mind, but somehow I held off from doing it. I remember going with 3 friends. We went on what they call like the booze cruise. It's out of Long Beach. And you go to Ensenada. It's like 3 days, and a lot of young people tend to go on those like carnival cruises. I don't know if it's particular to the West Coast. I'm sure there's cruises out of the East Coast that are similar, but we were at Senior Frog and Ensenada, and the buddies tried to pin my arms back, and they were going to give me a shot. And this is like super encouraged in this establishment. I remember I kicked my friend's hand that had the tequila shot and knocked it loose, and then that was that. And like, you know, is the world going to end if I would have got some in my mouth and spit it out or something? No, but yeah, it wasn't something that I wanted to open Pandora's box, so to speak. It hurt because you said you were a square, calling somebody the B word these days. Hey, what's up, Monster Vic? Great to see you. How's your day been? My night's going great. Yeah, hope everybody in chat's having a good time. Usually, I think these hours is like you start losing some of your West Coast viewers, or they drift off to sleep, and then maybe a little too early for the East Coast buddies, but you never know. Some East Coast folks are up real early, or sometimes you get folks that have been up all night and they come in with you. Jerry Rice just wanted it more, bounced off the bangle, took it into the end zone. How about that? Everybody on TikTok, please be sure to follow, like, and share. Sorry I didn't get on this past afternoon, but like I was talking about, got my blood checked, so I had to get the blood draw, and we're here now. Tomorrow will probably be a nighttime stream as well. We did make and edit a bunch of videos. East Coast for Dustin. What's up, Brados? How's Brados and Dustin doing? Dustin was chatting with us earlier, but he's chatting with us again now, too. I'm good. Yeah, how the heck are you? Great to see you in chat. They run your name if you're telling the truth, says Noah. Defensively, I have been getting cooked in this deal. I mean, I've been having more success in man coverage. Let me try like cover 2 and having some safety help over the top. And he'll float it in there. Just waking up, having trouble sleeping. Saw we were on, dropped on to watch. Perfect, buddy. Sorry that you're having trouble sleeping. I mean, I'm glad you're here, but not that you're having trouble sleeping. Brados, what game are you looking forward to purchasing the most at the moment? Is there something that's coming out that you're excited for release-wise? Brados plays a wide variety of games. I envy that about Brados. I always tend to come back to the sports games. Been trying to play some Skull and Bones and Fortnite a little bit more, just for some variety. But we got this show coming in about a week, so I'll be on it. I'll be complaining about Major League Baseball a lot. The opponent needs a touchdown. He may go for the game winner if he does get a touchdown too. He might go for the 2-point conversion is what I mean. I absolutely jammed and got away with defensive pass interference there with my user. Oh, WWE. How is it so far? Yeah, there's a lot of the community's been looking forward to the WWE game coming out. Yeah, I could feel that hot route getting open. Let's see if he uses his last time out or allows the clock to run. He will get to the line pretty quickly. They didn't burn much clock on that. And somehow he gets it into Jamar Chase. He'll use his last time out. He's on the 1. If we can get a stop or 2, might be alright. Let's see, we get Quandre Diggs like right there. Let's see what he does. Oh, what was the coverage there? And he rolls into the end zone. Gosh dang it. Thought we were going to touch him down. That might have been game, but he's able to roll into the end zone. Diggs was supposed to be on man coverage there, so he's going to go for 2 in the win right here, right now. No way. He caught that? He deserved it. I was spamming R1. Fitted into the window. I've only got 14 seconds to try to get a field goal. Wow. What a catch. Good job by that guy. Couple things they can fix, says Brados. Yeah, don't they have like a? I guess it's not eras, but I know they have like some type of like retro deal where you can play with like the '80s wrestlers and the '90s wrestlers. That sounds really interesting to me. Somebody was trying to sell me on picking up the game, but I don't know. I probably won't go that way for WWE, but maybe one day. So can we get field goal range? We got to get a field goal. We don't have a lot of time to mess around here. Can use our timeouts if we see fit. So that took 3 seconds. I can probably get one more play, maybe two, if it works out just right. TikTok chat got pretty quiet. It always tends to go in ebbs and flows. I don't know if I should restart and do one more game or if we should call it a stream here. Oh, no way. All right, we got the timeout, though. We got the timeout. Well. See what happens. Send out the field goal unit. We're going to need a nice kicker to make, or maybe not. Looks like he won't take time. And I think that's the game winner. Oh, he didn't have a timeout to use. How about that? GG. All right. Okay, I think we'll take one more shot at TikTok since we won that one. Let's see how that goes. Thank you everybody that followed on TikTok. I will resume in 5-10 minutes on the stream. And we'll do a second session for YouTube as well, since I'm streaming vertically there. If you're on TikTok still lurking, please click on my profile. My link tree is there, and you can come on into the Discord server and connect with us on all the other platforms. We also stream on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. So I'll be back in a moment, TikTok buddies. All right, let's see. We'll hit